Good morning, listeners. It's Courtney, and I'm going to be answering the question of one of my lovely listeners. The home is where the heart is, as most people say, but today I'm not talking about the anatomical body parts related to my home. I'm talking about what I think of home. Now, home can be a house, city, state, or wherever one would think of home. I am specifically talking about my home and the city I live in. These things are my essentials, my go-tos when I think of home. We're going to start with Dunkin' Donuts. Now, someone might think, you have a Dunkin' in your house? If one could only be so lucky. I'm talking about the Dunkin' very close to my house. Their iced coffee is so good, even on the days when they have a bad batch. It is still amazing. I usually go in the morning for the best batch, but honestly, iced coffee is for any time of day, any time of the year. It could be 100 below zero outside, and I would still have iced coffee. They also have really, really good breakfast sandwiches and donuts to go along with iced coffee. I think donuts are the best food at Dunkin' with their frosting, and they're good for any time of day. It could be 11 at night, and I would still eat their donuts. Now let's talk about my house and everything that makes me love it so much. First thing is my bed. My bed is so comfortable, and it allows me to rest after a hard day. I feel like it knows how hard a day is, and it makes it that much more comfortable to sleep on. When it is really cold at night, it keeps me nice and warm. This brings me to my next topic, my numerous blankets. I have about 6 or 7 on my bed, and I still need more. I can never have too many blankets. My favorite blanket is a Tide one that someone gave to me. It is red on one side and has dogs on the other, which is perfect because I love dogs. The blankets add warmth to my bed. Staying on the topic of warmth, let's talk about fuzzy socks. I love fuzzy socks. I have so many pairs. They remind me of fall and winter time and keep my feet super warm. They're also great for dancing. For example, if I'm making a pizza and I got my jams on, they can help me slide around the floor to bust a move. Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Now, I also have about 20 different hoodies that keep me warm, and I will never get rid of a single one. They are super big and comfy and are awesome to sleep in. Next is candles. I always have a few candles lit at a time, so every room smells different. I have one that smells like sunscreen, and it reminds me of my grandparents' house in Florida. Now, last but certainly not the least, is my family. They are always there for me whenever I need them. They support me with everything I do, whether it is school or work. I love them so much, and I cannot thank them enough for their support. A family jewel that is very important to us is the Fighting Irish of the University of Notre Dame. My dad went to college there, so you could say we are pretty big fans. I've been to many basketball and volleyball games there. However, I have never been to a Notre Dame football game in my life. It is one of my ultimate dreams in life to go out to South Bend and be a part of the pre-game festivities and watch the game from the stadium seats. Now that was a great question, but sadly it is time for me to sign off. If any of you have any questions and you would like me to answer them live on my podcast, tweet me at Courts Podcast on Twitter. I will see you guys on the flip side.